Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Teachers College President Susan Fuhrman and Provost Tom James.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special part of our program. At lunch, we honored a group of distinguished TC graduates who were selected by their fellow alumni. Now I have the distinct honor of presenting the newly created President's Award of High Distinction. This award recognizes innovative TC alumni who have leveraged the knowledge and skills acquired here to benefit the populations they've chosen to serve. This year's honoree is Janna Spark, who earned her master's degree in education in 1979. Tom, would you please read the citation award for Janna Spark?
Janna Spark, the 21st century is proving to be a time of new understanding of the way people learn and think. Through your educational and counseling work, you have broken new ground in the psychology of learning and the relationship between creativity and cognition. You are first and foremost a healer who has brought comfort, hope, and strength to thousands of children and teenagers facing learning and behavioral challenges. Because you are in such high and constant demand, parents who have succeeded in securing appointments with you for their children consider themselves blessed. Among your many roles are book author, composer, and orchestrator of original musical stories and songs for children. Your multi-sense literacy program, Brain Train, and your musical fairy tale, Back to Chooper Park, have been hugely successful with young children. As an associate fellow of the British Psychological Society, you conceived new ways to help adolescents realize their full potential through the power of the arts and music. You have volunteered as director of children's programs for the Young Friends of the British Museum and for the Chelsea Arts Festival. Farther afield, you took part in the creation of educational programs in the Middle East and served as chief consultant to the Asperger's Syndrome Centers in Malaysia. Moved by the suffering in Kosovo, you compiled Hug of War, a collection of well-known children's poems and memoirs, handwritten by 48 celebrities, the proceeds of which you donated to help children harmed by armed conflict. Janna Spark, for a lifetime of helping children to overcome learning and behavioral challenges, I am pleased to present you with this President's Award of High Distinction.
We're sorry that Janna Spark, who lives and works in London, could not be with us here today. However, it's now our very great pleasure to ask Linda Hickson, Professor of Education in the Department of Health and Behavior Studies, to accept the award on Janna's behalf and read some remarks Janna prepared for this occasion.
Thank you. Sadly, Janna is unable to attend this ceremony, and she has therefore asked me to convey how very honored and touched she is to be the recipient of this venerable award. She is terribly disappointed not to be here, but I am glad to report she is recovering well from a recent operation. Janna would have liked to thank TC personally and has asked me to say a few words on her behalf. So this is what Janna says. I would never have had the opportunity to create opportunities had it not been for a host of great professors at TC, pioneers in the field, particularly Len Blackman, Abe Tannenbaum, Linda Hickson, and the late Ignacy Goldberg. Professors who have left an indelible lifelong impression on me and my work, and whose friendship I cherish. TC provided me with the necessary tools to combine theory and clinical experience, to integrate psychology and special education. The echo of the past edits every report I write. Would it get the TC stamp of approval? Every child I see, did I cover every angle? Talk about being haunted in the most positive sense. TC's standard is ingrained in me and has always kept me on my toes. But TC provided so much more. I learned something profound during my time at TC, beyond the obvious high standards, beyond the syllabus, beyond the courses. What I learned, which forever impacted my life, was that the best of the best universities had an additional and essential ingredient in order to be the best: humanity. And there it was at TC. There was an abundance of humanity. And this ingredient is what makes great professors and an outstanding university. It was a privilege to be one of their students, to be a student at TC. And I wouldn't have achieved what I have without having been guided and supported by such wonderful people. It is an honor that my work has been recognized today. Thank you. And I would like to add thank you, Janna.
Thank you, Linda, who is one of Janna's mentors at TC. I know that Janna is very pleased to have you accept the award on her behalf.